Hey, my name is Ryan Earnhardt from CreativeSoundLab.tv. Today we're talking about on-axis versus off-axis tone. What does that even mean? Well, it's code for if a microphone's actually pointing at what you're recording, okay? So the microphone's pointing right at your source, that's on-axis, and if you're looking to the side, that's off-axis. How much does that matter? We're going to be checking out a small diaphragm today and comparing the two, looking at an acoustic guitar and looking away straight up from the acoustic guitar and see what the changes are in the tone. Okay, so a little bit ago I put out a video, 3 benefits to using small diaphragms. These mics I looked over for a long time, but this idea of getting really clean and smooth sounds from the side of the mic really is kind of a big wake-up call, and it kind of got me thinking, what ways can I use this technique? It's almost like having a very usable sound out to the side of the mic that could be a really cool tonality variation. We're just comparing the tonality difference here. We're not listening for volume, but we're just kind of experimenting with the sound of looking right on axis and looking basically straight up. And then we have a kind of a middle variation too that's kind of looking halfway in between. And it's almost like an EQ, okay? Other mics, a large diaphragm, you may not be able to do this because it's just gonna be so colored, it's gonna sound pretty weird sounding if you were to make the mic look straight up like this. But we're almost using the angle as an EQ that we can dial in or dial back. So, hey, this is the theory, but let's check it out and see how well it worked. Okay, so, it's a very big difference when the mic is looking straight on. It's almost like the sound just, punches you right through the speakers. It's a much more dynamic sound. Tonality-wise, I think it's also pretty interesting. I mean, it's, again, it kind of has a scoop sound when the mic looks straight up versus when the mic looks straight on. So it's a pretty interesting variation here. Again, I usually don't do this stuff, but I just wanted to test it out and see how much of a variation that there actually is. And I kind of actually like the sound of it, looking, partially up. It's really not a bad sound. So I'd love to hear your thoughts on this. I'd love to really get your take on this. You may hear something that I don't. I'd really like your feedback on this, actually. So be hanging out below.